The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
that time on the outside. Pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw from his end zone, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throw.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
To throw again, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Escaping the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. On 1st down, Cottrell. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Jones throwing on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards yards there, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Pushing through the contact. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
The 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones going, and it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Once again, it's Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Jones now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
Jones pass.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 31, Giants 17.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
By the fullback. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1. Tonight,
So Charles, oh so